Sneaky sabotage overtraining in disguise. We've all been there, man. You're crushing it in the gym, hitting personal records left and right. You're feeling like a beast, unstoppable. But hold on, what's that nagging pain in your shoulder? And why are you so darn tired all the time? Overtraining, my friend. It sneaks up on you like a ninja in sweatpants. You think you're pushing your limits, becoming superhuman. But in reality, you're pushing yourself right into a ditch. It's like trying to squeeze every last drop out of an orange. Sure, you might get a little more juice, but you'll also end up with bitter pulp and a broken juicer. Remember, more isn't always better. Sometimes it's just more. And more often than not, more leads to less progress, less energy, and less enjoyment. Red flags and warning bells. Your body's SOS signals. Your body is a finely tuned machine, but even machines need a break. Ignore the warning signs and you're headed for a breakdown. So, what are these signs? First off, fatigue. Not just I need a nap fatigue, but I could sleep for a week and still feel exhausted fatigue. You're dragging yourself through the day, relying on caffeine and willpower to function. Then there's the persistent muscle soreness. We're not talking about the good kind of soreness after a killer workout. This is the kind that lingers for days, making you wince with every move. Sleep? Forget about it. You're tossing and turning all night, your mind racing with thoughts about, well, everything. And your performance in the gym? Let's just say it's not pretty. Plateaus, injuries, and a general lack of motivation. If any of this sounds familiar, it's time to hit the brakes and listen to your body. It's trying to tell you something. The crash burnout's unwelcome arrival. Burnout. It's like the evil twin of enthusiasm. One minute you're all gung-ho about your training, the next you'd rather eat dirt than step foot in a gym. Burnout is more than just feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It's like your mind and body have staged a joint protest, refusing to cooperate any longer. You lose all motivation for training. Your workouts feel like a chore, and the thought of pushing yourself makes you want to crawl under a rock. Sleep becomes your only solace, but even then, you wake up feeling drained. The worst part? Burnout can affect other areas of your life. Your work, relationships, and overall well-being all take a hit. It's like a dark cloud following you around, raining on your parade. Don't let it get to this point. Recognize the signs of overtraining and take action before burnout takes hold. Slow and steady. The tortoise wins the fitness race. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. We want six-pack abs by next week and marathon-ready lungs by next month. But here's the truth. Real, sustainable fitness is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency, not intensity. Think about it. Who do you think is more likely to achieve long-term success? The guy who goes all out in the gym every day, burning himself out after a few weeks, or the guy who trains consistently, gradually increasing his intensity over time? You guessed it, it's the consistent guy. He understands that slow and steady wins the race. Consistency builds momentum. It creates habits that stick. It allows your body to adapt and grow stronger over time, so ditch the go hard or go home mentality. Embrace the power of consistency. Section 5. Everyday athletes, epic fails, cautionary tales. We've all heard the stories. The weekend warrior who goes too hard on a Saturday morning basketball game and ends up sidelined with a torn ACL. The overzealous runner who pushes through shin splints, only to end up with a stress fracture. These are cautionary tales, my friends. Reminders that even the most well-intentioned athletes can fall victim to the allure of intensity. I remember this one time back in the day I was training for a fight. I was so focused on pushing my limits that I ignored all the warning signs. I was exhausted, sore, and my body was screaming for a break. But I didn't listen. I kept pushing, thinking I could power through it. Big mistake. I ended up with a nasty case of tendonitis that sidelined me for weeks. It was a humbling experience, to say the least. The lesson here? Don't be like me. Listen to your body. Section 6. Training smart. Listen to your body, not your ego. Here's the thing about ego. It loves intensity. It thrives on pushing you beyond your limits, even when your body is begging for mercy. But here's the problem. Your ego doesn't give a damn about your long-term health and well-being. It's only interested in short-term gratification. That's why it's so important to learn to listen to your body. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It knows its limits. It will tell you when it needs rest, when it needs to be challenged, and when it's time to back off. The key is to pay attention to the signals it's sending you. Feeling tired? Rest. Sore muscles? Take a break. Lacking motivation? Don't force it. Remember, there's no shame in taking a step back. In fact, it's often the smartest thing you can do. Section 7. Find your fitness tribe's support and accountability for the win. Let's face it, training can be tough, especially when you're trying to find that sweet spot between pushing yourself and avoiding burnout. That's where having a solid support system comes in. Surround yourself with people who understand your fitness goals and who will support you on your journey. Find a workout buddy, join a fitness community, or hire a coach. Having someone to hold you accountable, offer encouragement, and share in your successes and setbacks can make all the difference. Plus, let's be real, working out is just more fun when you're doing it with other people. Section 8. Fueling the machine nutrition's role in preventing burnout. You can't expect your body to perform at its best if you're constantly running on fumes. Think of your body like a high-performance sports car. You wouldn't fill it up with cheap, low-grade fuel, would you? Of course not. You'd give it the premium stuff, the fuel that's going to help it run smoothly and efficiently. The same goes for your body. Fueling your body with nutrient-rich foods is essential for preventing burnout and supporting your training. Focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Section 9. Rest and recharge, the secret weapon in your fitness arsenal. We've already established that rest is crucial for preventing burnout. But it's more than just avoiding overtraining. Rest is when your body repairs itself, rebuilds muscle tissue, and gets stronger. It's like hitting the reset button, giving your body a chance to recover and come back even better than before. So, how much rest is enough? It varies from person to person, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 1 to 2 days of complete rest per week. And don't forget about sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Section 10. Finding your flow, balancing intensity and consistency. Here's the million-dollar question. How do you find the right balance between intensity and consistency? It's all about listening to your body and understanding your limits. There will be days when you feel like you can conquer the world, and your workouts will reflect that. But there will also be days when you're feeling tired or sore. And those are the days when you need to dial it back and prioritize recovery. The key is to be flexible and adjust your training based on how you're feeling. Remember, consistency is key, but it doesn't mean you have to go all out every single day. Section 11. Join the conversation, share your thoughts. Alright folks, that's my take on overtraining and burnout. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced overtraining or burnout? What are your go-to strategies for preventing it? Share your thoughts, experiences, and questions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content.